Hi everybody, welcome to DayZ, and by the time you come to watch this video, DayZ 1.17 will have dropped for PC, PlayStation and Xbox, and of course here are my DayZ 117 boosted loot for Chernarus XML and JSON files. So if you're already familiar with them, in the description below this video you'll find the link to my GitHub that has the files and has the README and has the instructions. If you're not familiar with them, what I'm going to do for the rest of the video, I'm going to show you a few of the bits you get with these files, what they give you on Chernarus, and then we're going to look at how you install them as well. So one of the first things you get is you get the M3s Trucks. Quite a few of them will spawn in, and when they spawn in, they're full of building materials. So people can find an M3s truck and then drive, just take the fuel out the back, put the fuel into it, drive it around, and then go and make a base somewhere. Also, as you can see by the weapons here, when weapons spawn in, they should spawn in with a full magazine, and then if they take a silencer, probably a silencer as well. Now that might not happen for all of them, but it will definitely happen for most of them. And in fact, if some don't, make sure you tell me, and then I can look at the files. So there we go. So there's a cool gun. Also, as you're wandering around, what you'll find is all the loot that spawns in should spawn in pristine condition. So that's pretty cool as well. Now let's go and have a look at one of the other types of vehicles. So if we go to, there's normally one down here. Whoop. Where are we? Here we go. Let's go down here. Here we go. So when vehicles do spawn in, they should spawn in complete, so all with the wheels and all the bits on them. And in the boot, once you've opened it up and you have a look inside, there'll be a gas can, so you can fill them with fuel and then use the empty gas can to go and find some water, then put water in the radiator so you can drive it. But all the vehicles also come with goodies in the back. The Gunter, for example, this Gunter comes with like a hunting pack. So you're getting a Tundra, and you're getting a scope, and you're getting some ammo, and there's some survival stuff in there. And the different vehicles come with different things. So there's one that's got like a farming pack in, that's got like a spade and some seeds. There's one that's got, I think, got a M4A1 in, I think, or an M4 in it. And basically, if you look at the READMEs in the GitHub repository, that kind of shows you everything that they kind of come with. Let's go somewhere else as well. So if you go over to where are we? Here we go. If we go over to Novi up here on the hill, right? Okay, so Novi has a permanent gas zone around it. Okay, but in that gas zone is freak out. In that gas zone is a truck. Now this is what I call it, the trader truck. Basically, it's a special M3s. Only one of these spawn, and they only spawn here. That's full of guns and funky weapons. Also, now you won't see it here, but in here in the shop, a load of loads and loads of stuff spawns in. You can't see it. I'd have to go in there to show you, but it's quite a cool little feature that is in here. Now, what we do as well, if we turn the free cam off, if we also go to the ski resort over here, where's the ski resort gone? There it is. And you go to the top of the ski run up here. There's this other truck. Now, this is the events truck. And again, only one of them spawns, and it spawns here. And the idea with this truck is that if you want to run events, you can fill this with whatever you want. So this one's got like a Halloween event stuff in there. So it's got flares and Santa hats and tents and fun stuff to kind of make a Halloween event. And so you can edit your XMLs to create, you know, whatever sort of event you kind of want to do. So there's loads of cool stuff to make basically a easier version of DayZ for your players to enjoy building, and it's easier to find everything. Easier to find food, easier to find drinks, all that kind of thing. So let's come out of here. Let's go to my GitHub repository. Here we go. Let's go to here, and then let's go to repositories. Let's go to here. So where you'll end up if you click on the link below the video is here. The DayZ 117 Chernarus Building Hunting Stealth XML Pack Console and PC. And it's not many files, and in fact, if you ignore the README text, there's only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 9 files, and they'll give you all this stuff. So it's super easy to install. The README tells you all the different stuff that's in. There's loads of stuff in these files that works. So have a read through that. Now, to get the files onto your local PC, what you need to do is you need to click on the code button, and you download the zip, all right, to your local PC. And then once you've downloaded it, go to your downloads folder, and then you'll want to extract it. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me do that now. Download zip. Let's go to downloads. Let's extract it here. There we go. And so these are all the files that we're going to be using. And then we need to upload these files to our server. Now, what you want to do first, though, is you want to make sure that your server has updated to the latest XMLs. Now, the way that we're going to do this will not wipe the server, okay? All we're going to do is we're just going to be turning all the XMLs back to default, and then we're going to be installing our own files. So what you want to do is you want to log into your server, and you'll want to go into the general settings, and you'll want to go down to reset mission files. Here we go. Reset mission XML to default. So you're going to click that, and then you're going to save, okay? And then you're going to restart the server. Now, what that will do is that will take all the XML files and turn them back to default XML files, so vanilla ones. And then what you can also do is if you then go into your file browser and then go into the missions folder, XB missions, things like that, and then go into the DayZ go into the DB folder, and then what you want to do is you want to find the types.xml, and you want to download that, and you want to open that in your favorite text editor. Highly recommend Notepad++, and you want to look for kitchen, all right, and you'll go to the kitchen knife, and you want to make sure the kitchen timer appears. So if that appears, that means you've got the DayZ 117 files, because the kitchen timer, the tomato timer is the new one that's going to be coming with that. So once you've got those, and you've got you reset your XMLs to default, we're good to go to install the other files. So again, go back to general, go down to reset XML to default, untick that, and then save the changes. Then all you have to do is just go back to the file browser, and you just need to upload the files that I've provided to you over the top of the existing files. So we would go to here. You scroll down to here, you go upload file, and then here we are. So go to downloads 117. So in the main sort of folder, you would put in CFG effect error JSON, CFG event spawns, limited definitions, CFG spawnable types, map groups pos, map groups proto, and then you would open those, and that would then upload those. And when that's done, you just go into the DB folder, hit upload, and then in this particular one, if we go into the right folder again, in here you would upload events, messages, and types, not the README. Then just say open. I should say what the messages does is that gives you I think it gives you a 6-hour restart on the server, and puts a message in the bottom left hand corner, and then you upload that, and then when you're ready to go, click restart, and that will then restart the server. And the thing to remember is when you do that, because the server will have already been running, stuff will already be spawned into the server that might not be pristine. So if you might find clothes and stuff that aren't pristine. So when you do find those things, don't worry, they will slowly be replaced. So you might find some weapons, for example, that don't have silence or magazines on them, but they will, as the server sort of cycles through, they will slowly be replaced, and the server will sort of change over. Let me get out of the way before these zombies come and get me. The server will then sort of change over to the Chernarus hunting, fishing, and stealth files, and that's it really. Another thing to remember as well is if you've already got some custom files on your server, for example within the custom folder, and you've got custom JSONs, just remember that because you have reset the XMLs, you're going to have to go back into the CFG gameplay.json, and you're going to have to go down to the object spawner array and re-add in the file names for the custom JSONs you want to spawn in. You'll also want to make sure that if you've got a custom map group pos that spawns in loot at those particular locations, you're going to have to add those custom map group pos snippets back into that file. But that's it really. Once you've done that, you'll be good to go, and you'll have some really nice 117 files that are boosted loot, have all the new stuff in, and the people on your server will be having a nice easy time because they'll be able to find stuff, and it'll be very easy. So there we go. Now I only have a chance to test these files in quite a limited way on my local server on a PC, and for a little bit on the PlayStation and Xbox servers, which haven't had time to do this. So if you do come across errors, please let me know so I can then adjust the files. They have all been checked in an XML validator and a JSON validator, but there's always a chance that I make mistakes. And the other thing that can often happen is that Bohemia Interactive may well update the files as we go through 117, and that could lead to me having to make changes, or they may well have made mistakes with their vanilla files. So there we go. Hopefully you found that useful. If you have, hit the like button. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.